How do you see? What do you see? What do you know? What is the level, the reality of what you know? Brethren, is another opportunity again to come your way and to remind you that how you see will always affect your action. What you see is what determines where and how you move in life. There are a lot, so many people have been affected in life because of how they see and because of not having a good knowledge of what they are pursuing. And that's why I want to invite you to this place. How you see, what you see, the reality of what you hear and see, they affect your action. It does not matter whether you're a giant, doesn't matter whether you're a president, doesn't matter whether you're a child or an adult. Look at this. In the book of Job, chapter 1, we all know about the story of Job. Let's see verse 9. It said, Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doth Job fear God for naught? But put forth thine hand now and touch all that he hath, and he will cause thee to thy face. This was a conversation going on between God and Satan. Job was not aware. Verse 12 said, And the Lord said unto Satan, Now, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. Brethren, this is a very serious matter. Did you discover that Satan got permission from where? From the presence of the Lord. What do you know about God's presence? Have you discovered that when the enemy goes to God's presence and get things, because up till tomorrow, devil serves as God's messenger. Now, if he can go as far as getting a matter concerning your life, and then he is relating with you, dealing with you based on permission from God's presence, and meanwhile, you don't know anything about it. Why? Because you don't know God's presence. How far can you go? A lot of people are laboring. A lot of people are under fear. Meanwhile, what is fear? One of the things that happened to Job the moment this encounter started was that Job started losing things. Things began to get so bad. Now, devil told Satan told God that Job will curse you to your face. One of the strongest weapons the devil used was to get to the wife. And the wife used exactly the same word. Job, curse God and die. Now, because Job before now has had a kind of relationship with God, but not up to the point of understanding that there was a matter between him and God, between Satan and God concerning him. He didn't know. But it was the wealth of Job's relationship that helped him. The Bible said when he had the first losses, what did Job do? The Bible said, Job in the same chapter 1, 20-21 said, Then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground and worshipped. Did you see that? Somebody that all those things befell. The children died, the sheep got wrecked, business got down. What he could do is worship because he has already had that life pattern. Now in verse 21 said, and he said, Naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave, and the Lord had taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Many of us can't do this. It is the strength he gathered and how much he knew about God. Up till all the troubles and all that Job passed through, even in chapter 19, he told them, saying, I know my Redeemer liveth. So what was it? The strength of what Job knew was what kept him through this battle. One thing the enemy has continued to deny people is knowledge, because knowledge is what will drive your fear away. Everybody in this world, whether you're a giant or a fighter, everybody can be emotionally taken over by fear. Fear is an emotional outburst. And now, the level of what you fear, or the level of how you are controlled by fear, is determined by what you know. All over the scriptures, when Jacob was facing Esau in Genesis 32-33, Jacob did a lot of things out of fear. None of them worked until he entered God's presence. And then he got power and said, God, if you don't bless me, I won't go. We have labored a lot and we will keep laboring a lot all over the world. All the technologies have not been able to help us. The only reason is because we have refused to know what we ought to know. Join me every Saturday by 7 p.m. Let us get into the depth of God. Last week, we were able to discover that, look, when you are on an intimate relationship with God, you will become conscious of this powerful spirit that keeps account both in heaven and here. God's own spirit is here and is there. We discover also that man, even though we are covered by this flesh, it does not make us less spirit beings. We don't know that investment of God in us. We are God's inheritance. God is interested in us. And the Father wants us to understand that level of relationship also with Him and begin to walk into our inheritance with Him. Brethren, what you don't know is the reason why you're afraid of so many things. The lepers in 2 Kings chapter 7, they were facing problems like you and me. They decided to launch into the camp of the enemy, but hence they can find food there. The Bible said while they were going there, God caused the sound of their feet to appear like horses, chariots, and the giants, fighters, captains of hosts of armies. The Bible says suddenly fear overtook them and they ran away, left all their substances. That was how only 4 lepers, they were able to chase a whole band of soldiers of a country away. Fear has killed a lot. Fear has taken giants. Do you know one secret the Lord told me? That fear is only an opening of another miracle, of another side of God you don't know. Fear has come to announce that there is a place God wants us to know that we don't know before. And so if you are not there, the knowledge that you lack is what will hold you and keep you running when you are not supposed to run. Join me on Saturday by 7 p.m. Let us learn on intimacy with God. That this knowledge, which Daniel talked about in Daniel chapter 11 verse 32, say, they that know their God, they shall be strong and they shall do exploits. Tap into this knowledge. You have access to it. You don't need to pay anything. Just click on the Zoom link and you will be part of us. 7 p.m. every Saturday. Till I come your way again. God bless you.